So anyway, during those long 13 ass years, I had to sit down, y'all. I had to sit down. But anyway, during those long ass 13 years, I got my mind right. Got on that iron. I learned, I read, I became an avid reader into everything I was interested in. Advertising, marketing, uh, personal development. I think I had mentioned either earlier that the first book that I had read when I was in the county jail, then when I got to Lompoc, I discovered that other book that was in my queue, Success Through Positive Mental Attitude. And that book kind of set me on a whirlwind of just in search. And so my whole time, I just became a sponge. Everything, like I said, marketing, advertising, uh, bodybuilding, of course, uh, filmmaking, personal development more than anything else. And that was spawned from that book, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. Anyway, that was my whole bit. Stayed away from the bullshit, stayed away from all the messiness that go on in jail. And I mean, I had my run-ins with, which wasn't much, but for the most part, I just got my mind right and planned what the hell I was gonna do when I touched down. And during and oftentimes, like, I'd be in my bunk, knocked out, or just be sitting there just tripping about how this whole nightmare started, and you know, and that word affiliated is always just stuck in my mind, always. And coming off that damn weight pile that night, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Bam, affiliated. Urban Street Apparel. Like, we remember coming out. I was in the camp in Duluth, and anybody that know. So let me just back up. When I got arrested, got sentenced, they sent me to Lompoc. Stayed there for 5 years, and stayed there for 5 years, and my my level dropped. It's time for me to go to a camp. So when your security level drops, you have to go to a to a lower institution. So I was trying to get to Nellis, and Nellis camp, which was in Vegas, they wasn't. They was full. They wasn't taking people. It was gonna take about 6, 8, 9 months to get there. There was only two other places that was taking people: Yankton, North Dakota, and then Duluth, Minnesota. So I was like, man, I didn't know what to do. So I asked a few people on the compound. I'm like, man, everybody like, nigga, just go anywhere. Just get the fuck up out of here. Once you get to a camp, you can maneuver and this and that. And then one of the homeboys, Bear, Native American. He was like, B, go to Duluth. Go to Duluth. Duluth is cool. They got a bowling alley up there. They got an ice skating rink, movie theater. So man, you're gonna love that place. It's big. You can creep off. You can go get, you can go get you some and all of that. A couple other people was like, Yankton is cool too, right in the middle of the city, and this and that. But a few other cats was like, oh, go to Duluth. So that's where I went. So when I got to Duluth, uh, which was in '95, I ended up meeting one of my closest, if not the closest, or damn near the closest friend that I got, Rodney. And this dude, he worked in the psychology department. How you doing? And I went in there one day, just nosing around. I see all this Tony Robbins stuff. Remember, I've read his book, Awaken the Giant Within, uh, um, when I was in Lompoc when I first got there. And so when I seen all this, they had like dozens and dozens of these cassettes of all these uh, motivational cats. I take Tony Robbins stuff and get all his stuff. So anyway, me and this dude start vibing and find out we on the same time. And y'all cats that know from Minnesota, Valachi. It's my dude. Uh, I don't call that nigga that. I call him Rodney, nigga. And but known cat. But this is my dude. But we became tight, and he was into he was into what I was into, but he was on a different page. But he knew where I was going. We just vibe, and so uh, he had gave me a book that he had typed. It was an old book. It's called The Science of Being Rich and the Science of Being Great. And I read that book and was just blown away. And so it was about Wallace D. Wattles. It's a white red book, and it was old. I think it was printed in 1920, and this was one of the books because it was all. You can tell it was from that era, and it was taped together some kind of way he had got it. But he typed the entire book, and he gave me a copy. And he gave me that copy, man, and that sent me. I was already on that page. I had already started making like a list of all these different thoughts and ideas from all the reading that I had been doing, especially in the personal development field, metaphysics, and universal laws, all of that. And so over the years, I just compiled these legal pads of just notes and thoughts. And I did this my entire bit. So during all this time, I'm still thinking about uh, this affiliated at times. And then in '97, we coming off the weight pile, dead middle of winter. Anybody know Minnesota? You know what that is? Oh my gosh, it's white. So up there on the compound during the during the winter, it's whited out, snow everywhere. Compound is humongous. So they would have rope around the entire compound where you would have to hold on to the rope to get where you're going. That kind of uh, that kind of weather there. And so, man, we coming out the gym, which is on the other side of the weight pile, and I'm coming out at a good workout. Boom, affiliated, affiliated, Urban Street Apparel, you know, and it hit me. So from that point on, I was just like, I like that, and so I came up with a logo. I had my boys in Joliet, Losis, because both of them was artists, tattoo artists, and just artists, period. And so the original logo was affiliated with an exaggerated A, and then had a scope. And everybody liked it who I shared it with. I don't say shared it to, but I'm still screwed up with this damn hummingbird juice. So y'all gotta excuse my forgetfulness and all of that. So anyway, you fast forward. Well, actually, I think I could stop there because I'm already on 11 minutes. I don't want to keep on. Like I said, I don't want to make these videos too long. I'm not doing no editing. I ain't doing none of that. I'm doing this just straight up loading it. So we're gonna pick up on the next one.